Hey guys, we are here in Kansas. We're having a very interesting conversation. I thought I'd record this conversation. And basically what we're saying is that the people that are born right now and the people that were born actually 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it's the same thing. And what happens is that the people that were born before, they born and they see the bullies, for instance, right? And it's not their fault. They hear the opinion of the people in the neighborhood. Oh man, I got a really good dog, and that dog is really, really good. And they hear somebody else, yeah, I like mine. I always had these dogs. And they see these double X and they call him a Pitbull. And they say, oh, okay, that's a big Pitbull, right? And they see a blue Pitbull. They see a white Pitbull.
Yeah.
They see all kinds of Pitbulls, all different colors like the rainbow. But when they see a German Shepherd and they see a Rottweiler, there's only one color, because that's a real breed. So when you go to Germany and you go to Spain, you go to Mexico, you go to California, Kansas, anywhere you go, the German Shepherd is the same size.
Yeah.
You're never going to see a blue German Shepherd or a white German Shepherd, only if it's albino. So why does those dogs have one color and the Pitbull is such a mess? That's why they don't want to recognize it as a real breed, although it's the most popular dog though.
Yeah.
And the reason is those breeds being around longer. And the beginning of the breed, the creation of the breed, had a longer time with serious people that knew what they were doing when they were shepherding those dogs. And in America, the American Bull Terrier, he barely got developed, and he already hit the streets to the people that destroyed the dogs, the breeders. You know, and in this case, the breeders are thugs now.
Yeah.
At the beginning was only breeders. At the beginning was just guys that want to breed. Some guys were doing some dogs, they were gamblers, they were, fighting dogs and stuff like that. But they were gamblers, and the other guys just want to make a buck and breed some dogs. So everybody started making their own invention. Oh, I want to make it this way, that way, to create something that was different and people, think is catchy, and they start using those dogs. And that was a huge problem, and they destroyed the breed. So something like my dogs, it comes from a line of dogs that before my times were very, very solid dogmen and the best of their times, and before them the best of their times. And I'm not saying that those dogs were perfect. Those dogs were inferior to my dogs. That's the way it's supposed to be. We're supposed to make the dogs better. We don't need to go to the past. That's why Frozen Seaman, I basically sold it all. Why? Because I don't want to go to the past. I'm creating better dogs today. So you think about this. Wow, my ear's still buzzing, ringing. Yeah. It was a long trip. So basically what happens is, imagine this. Somebody was born 10 years ago and they want to know about dogs, and somebody tell them, oh, the dogman, I'm going to introduce you to a dogman. And you got some low life on the internet, talking things that he never seen, he never experienced, talking about dogs he never met, talking about people he never met. Oh, this dog is this and that dog is that, and they talk with so much passion. And they don't know nothing. And they got a dog, they say, oh, this dog is pure polio. But we're in 2021 and polio died somewhere in the 80s, right? So a complete disaster, right?
Yeah.
And you got YouTubers that take stories from books and from reports about, dog fighting and stuff like that. And they make a channel, oh, we want to preserve the dog. And so what they do is they coaching people to go look at this thing, and they try to be those guys. And in 2021, they'll go to jail. So who's attracted to that? The minorities.
Yeah.
The minorities get attracted. Why? Because the people that's not the minorities, they go to school, they stay busy, they got good parenting and stuff like that. But the people that they raise in the street, they end up with that.
Yeah.
So there is no hope for the breed, because the people that are born now, they're born into the reality that was created, or the older people in the dog allow this to happen. In other words, the dogmen that stood quiet in the past, they allow this to be happening.
Yeah.
So all we can do is enjoy the great dogs we have with the family, with the children. And some people will understand, and you better believe that the majority is not going to like it. And since I tell breeders they cannot buy dogs, they're going to be upset. They get denied. Anybody get denied. Some men take it the right way, some men take it like a little bitch, right?
Yeah.
So that's the way it rolls. So you got to think about people going to work according to their perception. It's called social proof. You're 15 and the only thing you see is all these deformations of fake pit bulls. You never saw a real pit bull. You go online and you see all these fake doggers. They call themselves dogmen. They don't know nothing about what a dogman is, and then they give even a worse idea to society about the breed.
Sure, yeah.
And then there I come in by myself with a few friends and a line of dogs that has been preserved for so many years and work everything with excellence.
Sure.
It's tired. You know, you might think, say, listen, but why this guy brought me the dog? Because it is that important to me.
Yeah.
That important. And I'm not breeding 70 dogs or 80 dogs or 100 dogs. There's guys that never made a single grand champion somewhere in the Carolinas. The guy has a website with 17, 27, 30 leaders anytime you walk into that website. And the guy has no merits. But these idiots say, oh, that guy is a dogman. And so it is a weird world with a lot of misinformation. And hopefully somebody that has, common sense, which is, they used to call it common sense. But I think it's a joke. There's nothing common about having sense anymore, right? What do you think? You knew dogs for a long time. What do you think?
It's very true. If you grew up, like you say, in the last 10, 15 years, you don't really know what the real breed is about because, you don't get to meet these gentlemen no more. They're not around. So, like you say, they get on the internet, see what they see, and they get the misconception of what the real Pitbull is.
Absolutely.
They see a blue brindle or a blue tri. Oh, that's a Pitbull, but that's because that's what they know.
That's what they think.
They don't know the history of where they came from originally.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I think it's messed up big time. Many years. Yeah, the times are way different than what they used to be 20 years ago.
20 years ago, and I tell you, in my books, I'm going to talk about these things, about how Yellow and Mayday actually saved the American Pitbull Terrier, gave it that extra 20 years more.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, because the guy that actually on Mayday used to have those black dogs, those Bujo dogs, and he was happy once he met Mayday, he got rid of all of them and he take Mayday. So what happens is Mayday, and the guy, I remember because I lived in the area, these fools didn't. And so what happens is, and when I remember when Mayday came about, guys that have black dogs just got rid of all of them and they started, having red dogs and buckskin dogs.
Yeah.
And then time passed by, those men got out of the breed, and what do you have now? The leftovers. And you have some guys making noise, say, oh, I've been on these dogs for 30, 40 years. But if you ask them about marriage, they really, oh man, I'm just a bystander,
Yeah.
I was a side watcher,
Crazy.
But it is what it is. So future of the breed, I doubt it. Because the kids, the 20 years from now, we're gonna have these children right here. That these guys are gonna be blessed to have a real dog. But I'm saying their age.
Sure. Yeah.
Will be born, and the other kids, they're blessed, but they will see these puppy and maybe other dogs. But kids their age in neighborhoods, all they're gonna see is these mutts. And probably when they hear a guy like me talking about the real American Pitbull Terrier, they're going to think I'm crazy.
Yeah. No clue.
No clue whatsoever. And then they hear this fake. Listen, people don't have any common sense anymore.
Yeah.
They get any information about pit bulls from anybody without asking. Say, man, you go ask for advice. You a doctor? Oh no, you a plumber. So you're not a doctor. So I can ask you advice about health, right? Because you're a plumber. So when it comes to a pit bull, they ask to anybody. They don't ask him, man, are you professional on these? I mean, what are your merits? What have you done? So I can listen to you.
Sure.
But they listen to anybody. It is terrible. But that's a lesson for everybody out here that they need to learn, and it's a very powerful lesson. Very powerful lesson. What do you think about that? What I just said about? I mean, you know the dogs for a long time.
Oh,
what do you think?
True. It's true. If you weren't around 10, 20 years ago, then you'll never know.
You'll never know what a real dog.
You can hear stories, but it's just a story. You won't even know whether to believe it or not if you really don't know. So it's very true what you said. And
let me ask you a question. Why do you buy this dog for your children? What was the purpose you buying these dogs for your children?
Well, because I know that you have good dogs that are for families, and I've seen what they've been doing with families, and people are happy with them. And so I just think it's a good investment for me to invest in a good quality dog that represents the past, instead of just having a nice
hollow
blue dog, or
hollow in the inside, like it's hollow and there's nothing in the inside.
So
let me ask you a question. Do you think the quality of this dog is lesser than the quality I had 10 years, or you think that I made him better now?
It has to be better. I believe better.
You know I improve.
I believe better.
I improve every time. I'm a master of these. I study these.
Sure.
I will never allow these to go lower. My passion is too high.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
These puppies
right.
that are coming as pets for you,
Sure.
they'll be grand champions in other times.
Yes.
But they be today just pets.
Yes.
Just little pets. For little girls and for little boys, for them, to enjoy themselves and everything else.
Yes, sir.
And that's what's about.
Yeah,
that's what's about. It's about making sure that great people get to enjoy the dogs. That
I'm honored.
for like you say, my family matters, right?
Yes.
It's my family that matters. The rest, I don't know. It's their problem. Everybody gonna get their own dog.
Sure.
But my family will have the right dog.
That's it.
And that's really what matters.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if somebody wants to believe something else, that's their problem, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep. Can't make everybody happy.
And you cannot make everybody be smart either.
Yep.
You know, and some people gonna be smart being, they're gonna be happy being dumb. You know.
That's all they know.
That's all they know, exactly. And that's what I was going to at the beginning. But I really appreciate the time.
Sure. Yes.
I'm really beat up with the trip. Like oof. But I'm happy.
Get you some rest and we'll get some tacos later.
I want to get them tacos, man.
I got the perfect spot.
Really?
Oh yeah, I already know where we're going.
Oh really? Man, we could just go right now after a few hours from now.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get you some rest.
No, we don't need to rest, man. We're gonna continue. It's gonna be like a party. Right now it's 2 in the morning, so let's continue.
Oh yeah, pate, huh?
2 in the morning. That's it. Not a big deal.
Okay.
We can go about 9 in the morning. Then we'll go to sleep.
All right. Sounds good.
Kids, how are you? Are you guys excited about the puppy coming in?
Yeah.
All right.
Rose, you happy, Mama?
Are you happy?
That's all she's been talking about all morning.
Oh my gosh, she has a toy in her hand, ready to play. Listen, that puppy has a situation. She likes to give a lot of kisses.
Oh.
Do you like a puppy that give a lot of kisses? All right. What's her name?
What's your name, Mama? What's your name, huh? Rose.
Rose? Really?
Rose, uh-huh.
Wow, what a coincidence. Her name is Rose?
Oh yeah,
Gypsy Rose.
Gypsy
Wow,
Rose, right?
look at that. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes.
God bless you, brother.
Same.
God bless you, my man. God bless
Take
you.
care.
Say hello to all the fans.
Yes, hello from Mr. Lopez page. God bless you all, and I'm very excited.
Man, let me ask you a question before we go.
Uh-huh.
What do people should think about all these haters talking BS? Do you think the haters, they got a backbone, or they're just hating to hate?
I think they're hating. Why? Because he's doing something right. You don't hate on someone unless they're doing something right. So haters are always going to hate. I'm going to keep doing what I do. Mr. Lopez is going to keep doing what he does.
Let me ask you a question.
Heck with them.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think anybody that can call me with $1 can get a dog, or is it a difficult thing to get a
No,
dog?
it's not easy. It's not easy.
You got to qualify, right?
Yes. It
Yep.
ain't easy. Yeah, but it's worth it. Because
a
what he
process.
has is not just everyday stuff that you see, like you say, on the internet. It's
Not only that, because the process is the way it is.
Yeah.
But like we almost don't do business. Almost.
Yeah.
But we started talking and we
Sure.
found out we're about the same age and stuff like that. And the thing about it is that some people don't understand that love and dedication, traveling around the world with the dogs and how much it means to you. Like when I see this puppy right here, and this is going to be a surprise to you. This puppy got Ciega the Great inside.
Oh, wow. Man. Something that I didn't even know.
Yeah, and he got the Bagman too.
Oh, see, yeah.
Yeah.
I had no clue what I was getting, but I
Yeah,
know I was getting something great.
Yep.
That's good to know, yeah.
Yep.
Wonderful.
And the son, the father, the grandmother,
Uh-huh.
is a daughter of Grand Champion Mayday.
Oh. Wow.
And I bred Grand Champion Mayday to Global Grand Champion Copperhead,
Okay.
daughter of Awesome Bug, directly out of Awesome Bug.
And that's the mama.
Yeah, the father. Well, I'll show you now in a little bit.
Okay, okay.
I told you, man, if we get along,
Sure.
I was gonna surprise you.
Man, I'm surprised.
Huh?
I was excited because
Yeah. I wasn't even gonna tell you the pedigree, but then we became kind of friends, and I said,
Yeah.
I'm gonna trust him. I failed many times for trusting fools, but I think I think you're a man.
Well,
I think you're a man of quality, so I'm gonna take your word for it. So
I was excited I was honored just to be able to get a dog for you. Not even know what I was getting.
Yep.
But thankfully you told me now, and now I'm even more excited.
I told you that.
Man, yeah. Hey,
And
that's good.
anyway, for me, it means too much.
Sure. Oh,
Every
yeah.
puppy, because when I look at those dogs passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And when I look at the puppy like that, I'll be betraying their, the grave of my dogs.
Yeah.
If I was dealing with some low lives
Some
and
idiot, yeah.
some scumbags and
Sure.
thugs and stuff like that,
Oh, yeah.
Only good people, man.
Well, I'm honored to have you here with me.
Absolutely. Want to have a good time?
Yes.
We'll talk some dogs and relax and
Oh, yeah.
make sure the children are happy. Because at the end of the day, they're the future.
Yeah.
You know?
It's all about them. That's what we do.
It's all about them. It's all about them. It's all about the
them.
future of the
Yes.
United States, right?
Yep.
She's crazy about getting that puppy. I know she is.
My daughter's camera shy. Oh, get out of your nose, mama cochina.
Bye-bye, guys. God bless.
God bless you guys. Good evening. Take good care.